Hello, English 111 online students. This is Dr. Mills back for your week 6 update. Week 6, if we're looking at our course information, we're down to week number 6 here, Monday through Sunday, the 16th to the 22nd. We're working on now, we've moved into our researched essays. We're going to start working on writing the essay on the topic that we use for our source chart assignment. The assignments this week are D1 reading response. It's a connect assignment. D2 is an e-text and connect assignment, so you have to read a chapter and do an assignment. D3 is the same. And then D4 is the actual outline for your researched essay. I want you to go ahead and turn that in because you'll be submitting that essay at the end of week 7. So I'm going to kind of move into this folder and then give you a little information here on all this stuff here. You've already built a super solid foundation where we have started for the semester back in Module B. You learned how to strengthen your writing process. Then in Module C, you dove into the academic research process. That's finding, evaluating, and learning from those credible sources. Now, here in Module D, we're going to merge those two skill sets to create something bigger. This is going to be your research-based essay in Module D. So we'll work on that for the next 2 weeks, this week and the next week. Quick question. You ever had to write something that wasn't just your opinion, but had to be backed up with facts or data or even expert insight? That's what we're doing here. This kind of writing shows up everywhere, not just in college courses, but also in real life and future careers. Whether you're writing a report at work or a blog post or even planning a sort of some kind of proposal, being able to find reliable information, to use it effectively and then cite it correctly are all skills that'll definitely come in handy in your future. By the end of this module, you're going to be able to combine your research and writing into one cohesive essay. You're going to be able to organize your ideas clearly from the beginning to the end. You're going to use proper documentation and citation so there's zero chance of plagiarism. And you're going to craft a paper that actually shows off what you've learned so far. Does this sound like a lot? Don't worry, we're going to take it step by step. The first thing is this D1 reading response. This folder contains a link to the critical thinking assignment and connect. Remember, this is the type of assignment where you have to actually read a draft and then answer questions about that draft. You answer questions before reading, during reading, and after reading, so it's kind of reflective of the note-taking systems that you were introduced to in Module A. So you're going to read through an assignment, an essay, and you're going to answer questions about it. That's the D1 reading response assignment. D2 is called Writing with Research, Choosing Modes of Development. We're going to focusing on different modes of development with this assignment, which is just a fancy way to say how you structure your ideas. You're going to read chapter 13. This is called Choosing Modes of Development in the e-text. While you're reading it, I want you to take notes on each mode, like cause and effect, definition, classification, or examples, and start thinking about which of these might work best for my essays. It might be many of them, not just one. That's going to help you a lot when you get to your outline assignment later at the end of the week. Oh, and don't forget the smart book activity that goes along with it. That's part of your grade. The next thing is similar to that. It's D3, using sources responsibly. It's all about using sources credibly, responsibly, giving credit. You're going to read chapter 19 and complete another smart book activity and then take a quick plagiarism tutorial. Now, plagiarism isn't just about copying, it's about building your own voice while still giving credit to other people who the information actually came from. So as you go through this section, pay attention how to quote, how to paraphrase and summarize without losing track of your perspective. And yes, just like before, keep documenting what you're doing in your notes. Think of them as your paper's behind the scenes content. The actual essay, the D4 essay here, this is the big one. This is your research essay outline. Again, I require that you use an outline to make sure that you have your ideas organized and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do in the essay. You've been doing the work all along. You've been researching your topic back in Module C. You've been collecting sources. You've been quoting. You've been paraphrasing for the source chart. Now it's time to put all that together into a solid plan for your essay. You're going to write your essay using the same topic that I approved earlier, and your outline will serve as the kind of blueprint for it. Here's what it should include: an introduction of 1 to 2 paragraphs. You're going to grab your reader's attention. You're going to start with a hook or an interesting observation. You're going to explain why you selected your topic. You're going to talk about what you already knew before you started researching your topic. Then you're going to state your thesis, basically your main research question that's turned into like a statement here. Again, this is just the outline. This is not the full essay, but you need to make plans about what you're going to do. So you're going to say these things. What am I going to do to grab my reader's attention? What am I going to say to explain why I choose my topic? What am I going to say to talk about what I already knew? Those things will go in the outline. The research process and the results. This is section 2. This is multiple paragraphs. This is the core of your essay here. You'll walk your readers through your journey. You're going to tell them what you found, how you found it, and how each source shaped your understanding. Here's what to include for each one of these paragraphs. How you found the source. Did you use a database or a search engine or a library site or the actual library? Why it's valuable or credible. Then give us a quick summary of that source. Use any quotes or paraphrases with MLA citations. And then give us your response. What did you learn here? Did it confirm or change what you thought with this source? Talk about how each source led you to the next source. You want to show how your understanding evolved. Think of it like telling the story of your research, what you explored, discovered, and questioned along the way, and how that changed as you moved along the way. Section 3, it's time to look back and reflect. Ask yourself, what challenges did you face? How did you deal with them? And then what's the most significant thing you learned about this cultural topic? Did I end up where I expected to, or did my research take me somewhere totally new? And then what's your final answer to your main research question? Or what more do you want to find out going forward? Section 4 is your sources. So you're going to wrap it all up with a properly formatted works cited page. Remember, cite every source you reference in your outline. So that's what Module D is all about. It's turning your essay into your research, into your story. Sorry, so that you can get prepared to write that essay in the next module. You're not just writing about what other people said, you're showing how you engage with that information and built your own understanding of the topic. Honestly, that's the goal of research writing, not to regurgitate facts, but to explore, to connect, and to contribute something new. So take it one piece at a time. Read and take notes. Complete your smart book activities. Build your outline and then document your thought process as you go. You already got the tools. Now you just got to learn how to build with those tools. Keep it going, and I'll see you in the next part of the module. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Let me know. All right. Thank you much.